Hey guys, so we're trying this new thing where we're going to post videos for the workouts of the day. We'll go over form and a little bit of the stimulus of the workout. It's just going to be like a nice way to kind of get back to basics while we're working out at home. You know, maybe intensity is not as high and that's fine. But it's a good time to be able to really focus on our form, how we're moving, and move with a purpose. So we're hoping that these videos kind of help you, get more motivated or get more out of your workout, since it's, not something that we're all accustomed to. So we'll be having these little videos. This one's a little longer because I'm giving you the intro, but most of them should be pretty short and sweet. We'll go over the form, and then you guys watch it if you want it or not. Give us feedback. We'd love to know what you like or what you don't like, and then we'll go from there. So the workout that we have programmed for Monday, you can thank Billy for. He shared this with us. It was one that he really enjoyed. And it's like a long, kind of almost chipper style workout. It looks like 4 rather short sections, but you put it all together and it's gonna feel great, and you'll probably be pumped all of your body at the end, which is good, and it'll be a good cardio burn. So as you're moving through it, that's bigger sets, I would say, for each thing, but that's okay. Just pick a pace where you can move and do nice big sets. Try not to break it up too much, and just be ready to settle in for the long haul. It looks short, but it's really gonna feel more of like a chipper, dragged out kind of workout, which is great. So it's 4 different sections, 3 rounds at each section. The first one is 18 burpees and then 15 tricep dips. So for those burpees, I'm sure we're all sick of burpees. We've been doing a lot of burpees, but we don't want to just flop through them. We want to be kind of mindful as we're moving through them. So I'm going to demo a burpee for you, right? I hope you can see me here. Looks like I'm lined up okay. My box out of the way. So burpee. Stand fully standing. You're going to end with your chest on the ground. So kind of think about going into a plank, right? Plant the hands, feet go back. You're going to lower belly all the way to the ground. Keep those elbows tucked in. Try not to let them spread out wide, right? Keep them popped in. You can press up just like a push-up if you want, but usually when it's higher rep, you're kind of popping up here, which means you're squeezing the glutes and using your erector muscles to pop up. Then you're going to shoot the hips up as you spring your feet forward. Feet come close to the hands, right? And you finish, hands overhead, jump off the mat. You can always scale this. If you need to put the hands down first, step a leg back, come all the way down, roll up less explosively, step up with the other leg, finish standing. If you're doing the step back, just make sure you alternate which legs you step back each time. That way, one leg's not getting all the work of standing up. You get more evenly that way. So you've got 18 of those for each round. It's a pretty big set of burpees for each round, so make sure you're just moving at a nice steady pace. You don't want to red line in the first round. So after your 18 burpees, you've got 15 tricep dips. So we've got a pretty sturdy cooler here that we can use for tricep dips. You could probably use, the edge of a chair if you have a nice sturdy chair. Maybe your couch isn't too squishy and you can get on that, but pretty much you want to plant so that your hands are securely on here. You put your feet out straight. Makes it a little bit harder the further away your feet are from the surface. Come down to your arms at about 90-degree angle and push back. We don't want to get into this like hunchback, like weird crunchy position. That's not going to feel good in anything, right? So keep your shoulders away from the ears, pushing down and away onto your platform. Lower down, 90 degrees, press back up. You'll feel a nice sensation right back in here. So that's the first set of 3. Next, you guys have 15 reverse step lunges, or reverse lunge step-ups, I think is how it's phrased, and then 12 push-ups. So again, you're going to use this box, or whatever box you have, an elevated surface. Maybe you have like a curb that's a little higher. Maybe you have nothing and you do just regular old backwards lunges. That's fine too. But for those, here's my box for you. Right, you start standing on the box, reverse lunge, back knee touches, and back up. Same thing, switch. This is kind of high for me. I have long legs. You're probably going to want to adjust to something a little bit shorter because that's a pretty big reach. If you want to, you can always step down this way, lunge, step up, step back down, lunge. Just alternate your legs. Push-ups, which will be super fun after all those burpees you do. Coming down to the ground. If we need to, we can always modify by going to our knees, or maybe you push up onto an elevated surface. If you have one of these, or even a wall, you can help modify the push-up position. But what we want to think, no matter which position you're in, is kind of like holding a plank, right? So we don't want to be collapsing in our middle here and rolling up. We want to be thinking hollow body, pressing up through the shoulders and initiating with your shoulders coming forward, hands at your lower ribs so that you can press back up. Maybe you start out doing regular push-ups for part of it, then you have to modify, that's fine, just whatever gets you to move through it. I know push-ups are a big struggle for me, so that'll be really fun. All right, the next section is that you have 15 air squats and 40 mountain climbers. So back to basics on the air squats, right? So feet just outside of your hips, maybe a little wider, depending on what feels good for you. Toes turned out a bit. When you go back, initiate with the hips going back first, and then knees can bend, come down till your hips are past parallel, stand up. We want to keep heels on the ground the whole time, help protect your knees, use the booty to stand up, right? So you'll see that my knees follow my toes as I go down, so they're not going like straight forward or collapsing inwards, right? They're following my toes and coming back up. It's helpful if you want to do a couple in the mirror to see where your knees are going. Maybe they're coming in like this, which we don't love. We want to use that outer butt to squeeze and activate through the hips. Then you've got 40 mountain climbers. That's 40 mountain climbers total. So like left to right is 1. You'll get back into this plank position that you're probably very familiar with now. Pressing up and away. Mountain climbers are fast, but your knee comes up to that same side elbow. If you want to rotate, go for it. It could be fun. But the idea is that you're kind of like running in place, going through them nice and quick while pressing up. We don't want to like come into like a weird thing like this. And we don't want our butt too high where we're not really doing it, right? So hips stay low, press up and away like a doming effect in your shoulders, and then climb away. The last part is 3 rounds. You've got 3 movements in this part. It's 20 sit-ups, 30 bicycles, and then 12 side plank hip touches. So it's going to be an ab core blowout at the end here. So sit-ups, if you have an ab mat, awesome, go ahead, use that. If you just have a yoga mat, that's fine too. We just want to make sure that we're getting the full range of motion on that sit-up. So shoulders start on the ground, come on up. Make sure your shoulders are passing your hip crease at the bottom. If you have it. If you cannot maintain that full range of motion, that's fine. Maybe you have someone hold your feet. Maybe you tuck your feet under a couch. Maybe you're just doing crunches. That's fine. We just want to activate the abs here. So after you do your sit-ups, you've got bicycle crunches. So knees come up to 90-degree angle. You're going to, there's a hummingbird. You're going to try to touch your elbow to your opposite knee. So we're engaging the obliques now. We're sitting up and twisting. We're not crunching here and crunching the neck and reducing your ability to breathe, right? So chin stays up and away and reach. If you don't touch, that's fine, but just the intention of trying to reach it is awesome. So 30 of those total. And then you guys have the 12 side plank hip touches. So you're gonna come into a side plank on your elbow here, start out nice and high, dip the hip down, squeeze to come back up. That's it. 12 of those, guys. You can switch sides with the other one. Just make sure you're pushing down and away with your shoulders, trying to press the ground away the whole time. You don't collapse into this and have this ugly ear-shoulder situation. So nice long neck, pressing away on the mat, staying active in the shoulder. That's down as you do your hip touches. All right, there's the quick overview. Hope you guys have fun with it. Let us know what you get on Sugar WOD.